In this video, I'm sharing step by step how we eventually let our Shiba Inu Jimmy be cage-free forever. If this is your first time here, welcome to our channel, where we share Shiba Inu training tips and tricks, and also light-hearted videos about life with our dog Jimmy. Subscribe to get notice every time we publish a new video. A little disclaimer here that I am not a professional dog trainer, and all the tips and steps are things we learn along the way as we working toward removing Jimmy's crate, and eventually he is able to run freely in the house all the time. I will leave the link to the video about us removing Jimmy's crate in the description box below, so check it out if you are interested. We were able to train and eventually let Jimmy run free in the house without the help of any professional dog trainer. Follow these steps and you can do it too. Now, let's go straight to the first step. The concept of crate. Before we dive into how we eventually remove the crate, I want to emphasize that a crate is not a bad thing. And if you decide that you want to keep the crate for your dog, there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, if you use the crate correctly, your dog is supposed to love coming back home, his crate, all the time, because his crate is his home. It's where he rests and feels safe when in it. Never use a crate as a space for punishment, because that will give your dog a bad impression about his home. Correct your dog's behavior when he is not in the crate. Whenever you let your dog out from his crate, you want to keep a close eye on him almost all the time. Keep in mind this concept. You want to prevent any unwanted behavior before it even starts. So if you let your dog run freely in the house, make sure someone can either see or hear your dog's movement all the time and stop the unwanted behavior by either loudly tell him no, or if he's being really bad, give him timeout. Timeout means you place your dog in a confined closed area for 1 to 2 minutes to let him calm down. I will also leave the video link about training discipline in the description if you want to learn more. The key point here is to ensure you pay close attention to your dog at all times whenever he is out, and to teach and redirect him about the boundaries and house rules so your dog knows how to behave when he is outside the crate. Leaving the crate door open for a longer period to normalize inside versus outside. Now that you know you need to supervise and correct your dog's behavior when he is out, once you practice close supervision for a few months, yes, I say a few months, depends on how old your dog is. Typically, for Shiba Inu, they should reach fully grown after 6 months. For us, it took us over 2 years to actually remove the crate, so the time frame really varies based off how well your dog behaves outside of his crate, and also how well you train him. You want to start to leave his crate door open more often to let your dog know that there's nothing to be excited about when he's out. When Jimmy was young, he used to anticipate us to play with him all the time when he's out, so it took us a long time to normalize him the idea that there really is no difference between him being in his crate versus when he's out. Leave the crate door open and let your dog knows that nothing special is going to happen when he's out. Of course, you want to still keep up with his exercise and playtime routine to ensure you are using up his energy every day to prevent destructive behaviors caused out of boredom. Leave the crate door open when you're not at home. Once you practice leaving the crate door open for an extended period of time, test run to leave the door open while you are not at home to see how your dog behaves. Keep in mind, before testing out this step, you want to make sure you are comfortable about your dog's behavior when he's out and he's been behaving well in all prior steps. If you have a security camera at home, use it to monitor your dog's movement. If your dog damages your furniture while you're out, do not punish him when you're home because he won't know what he did wrong if you punish him after the fact. Only correct the unwanted behavior when you caught it at the scene. Revisit the previous steps to leave the door open only when you or someone is around and try it out for a couple more weeks before you try this step again to leave him unsupervised at home. Leave the gate open at all times. Now that you feel comfortable to leave your dog unattached while you're out, this pretty much means you can leave the gate open at all times. That is what we did with Jimmy as well. Eventually, we only close his gate when he sleeps, and his gate is open all the time during the day, regardless if we are home or not. So leave the gate open for at least another few weeks to ensure your dog really knows how to behave well in a complete unsupervised area. For us, this stage took months because I'm just generally concerned Jimmy might still accidentally destroy our furniture. But eventually, this is a risk you need to take if you want to let your dog run free in the house all the time. Know the risk and take your time in each stage to ensure your dog is truly ready before you completely remove his crate. Once you practice to leave the crate door open all the time, and after closely monitoring your dog's behavior while he's outside his crate for a couple of weeks without accident, that's when you can permanently remove the crate. Keep in mind that the timing for remove the crate depends on each individual dog's, how they respond to training, how they act while being left unsupervised. Take your time and also give your dog time to learn and form the right habit while he's outside. When you reach the stage, your dog should be at least 6 months. Remember, Jimmy was 2.5 years when we removed his crate. You should also have built up a solid routine with your dog where you know when he needs exercise and when to play with him. Last but not least, enjoy the journey and know that accident will happen, and when it happened, keep an open mind and don't beat yourself up for it. To learn more about training a Shiba Inu, check out the video on the screen to learn more, or you can also check out the video about us removing Jimmy's crate as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.